I think I think God exists, and I do believe in God. Like I don't believe that when I die there will be nothing at all. I think there will be heaven or hell. If you're a good person, or even though you used to be a good and you became bad, I think there is a chance that He will forgive you. My parents, they are not divorced. They are not divorced, but it turned out to be that my father and my mom, I live with my mom and my sister. Um, we live separately. So he lives on the other side, like near Siberia, in a
Oh,
small oil town. He earns money for our family, but I feel myself like I do regret about something that like we
missing
don't
out?
work.
Do you feel like
Yeah, I
you
miss
miss
him.
him, or yeah, and the fact that you can't, and you may, do you ever feel upset that you miss him because, or like, do you ever, or like because he's out there far away earning money for the family, and if you missed
Yeah,
him and had him come, do you think like that's selfish because if I take them away from the job, we won't have money coming in to take care of us?
you got it right. And the most thing that bothers me and I hate, like I'm 20 years old, all I do, I study. It's distance learning,
Yeah,
and my mom doesn't work. So she doesn't work. She stays at home making some cakes, but the money she earns from it, it's not enough. Like it's
so that's
literally
why you want to
nothing.
go to school to learn some stuff to get a really good job, so you don't have to, work in an oil town and be away from your family and
Not like this. It's not like don't judge by my family about all the families in Russia. No, it's not like this. My
oh no,
family
I
is
know
like
that.
it's like specific, unique in that way because I don't know why, but he doesn't want my mom to work, and at the same time she does work too. But she's not that old because she can work, but she doesn't want to. But I want
Mm,
to work, but I can't because I study. I don't have enough time for a job. Before I joined the army, I didn't know what to do. After school, I was like in the street. I was standing in the street, and I thought, "I'll be. It will be a winter. It will be winter soon." And like in the middle of autumn, there is like a company to get all the young people from age 18 to 27 to go to the army.
mhm.
Some of the people they are forced to go there. But if you have like a bad health, no, you will not go. But my health is good, so I had to go there. Honestly, I was afraid because I didn't know where I will go, like which part of the country, because you see, this this country is big, very big.
Yeah, and cold, big and
Not
cold.
not every part, like the south. The south is um, it's warm in the south, even hot because in
What's up, Super
January,
Bali?
like in the
Hopefully you're
end
doing
of
okay.
January, in some south towns in the south, it was pretty warm. It was 15 degrees per centigrade plus 15 degrees per centigrade in the winter.
Okay, I never would have thought of
That's
Russia
pretty a lot.
being nice, like nice weather. I was just thought that
Only the south part. Only
only
the
the
south
south.
part, but when you go to the
I'm
north,
doing
it's
amazing.
pretty rough. What about my decision to become an ATC is that when I was in army, one day when I got across the runway to the tower, I've ascended right to the highest floor, like to the top.
Hmm.
they there they were. So I asked them. I didn't know about this profession before. Like I never knew it by that time. And I asked them, like, what are you doing? What are you doing, guys, at the moment? And they said we have a lot of aircrafts inbound, aircraft inbound. We're dealing with them and giving directions to them. Like for example, this one is landing, and he just showed me and said, "This one is landing." I looked at it, and there was like IL-76. You know that? You can Google this. I'll write it down. It's like a
Yeah,
it's a big military,
IL-76.
yeah, big military cargo plane.
Hmm.
Like it's
And they
very
can tell
big.
what direction they're coming in, and they say, please correct your heading to 220 and increase or decrease your speed.
Yeah, this is what he told me that way they were doing, and I was like, wow, I never knew about this profession. Even if I mean I've spent a lot of time on that airbase, like half a year passed, and this is the first time I had seen them at work, and they just took a piece of paper and wrote down address of this college, where it is located.
Well, that's nice of them.
It's right, yep, even the phone number of that college. And they told me like, you have to pass medical commission, like all the doctors,
Hmm.
so they can. You got it. After army, um, I had been saving up money for my further education because I didn't manage to get tuition free seat, place. So
Hmm.
my tuition wasn't free, and I've spent almost all my money. It's approximately in dollars. It's $5,000, something
Okay.
like this. Maybe a little bit more, but all my money I've spent on this, and I'm a little bit disappointed because all thing I got is distance learning. It's not face to face, education.
Oh
Like you
yeah,
don't go to the
my
dorm.
I
I'm
yeah,
so
I'm missing
disappointed.
out. I'm
And
disappointed in the
we,
fact that I've been
yeah,
going to school for so long. I went for my 2 year degree, and now I'm for my bachelor's degree, and I've spent in school since 2015, like 2016, and just in the last 2 semesters, my last 2 semesters before graduating, Zoom and distance learning, and I can't go to my graduation. There is no graduation. What's the sense of it? It's disappointing. So, so
yeah.
I feel you. I understand. I understand you.
Like no, the main problem is that um, we must have all that simulators, 737 simulator. It's like a
Hmm.
plane, and you work as a crew, like a pilot, first pilot and co-pilot,
That is shit.
um, dealing with different kind of situation, like a real simulator. How to say it?
Oh no, you
But
have
it was,
you have crew simulators. You have simulators that simulate
yeah,
you doing your
in the
job as an air
university.
traffic controller. Yeah.
No, no, no.
Oh,
As a
you can't.
pilot, we have
Oh,
different
as a pilot.
different simulators. As a pilot, like
No
in a
graduation.
cockpit, you've seen
Yeah, 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 yeah.
just
Okay.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have I have
and
science
as an
classes, and
ATC.
I have science classes, and they want us to learn the microscope, but only virtually on a video game that was made in Unity. We had to play around with a fake microscope where you touch buttons and everything would zoom in and you get to see specimens. So it was like a
That's
video game, and I'm
very
like,
very.
You can't even play with the slides. You can't even do your own work, and it's disappointing. I'm like, what the heck,
All
man?
this education is like extracting money out of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the
How
education
am I?
system has.
How am I even supposed to like to learn how to work in a tower when I when I'm in a Zoom class? Like we we haven't started learning professional English, like all this communications, but in English.
Mhm.
Headings, giving directions, but in English. That Alpha, Bravo, Delta, Charlie,
Yep,
X-ray,
yep.
Whiskey, Yanka, you know that.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
haven't
I had to
started
do
doing
that.
that, but we're doing this in Russian. Um, and we're doing it in Zoom between like each other.
Oh my god.
We have like a picture. I have a picture of the airport, Pulkovo. It's in St.
Yeah.
Petersburg with two runways. And I just mark, how to say it, all the places where exactly each aircraft situated on the ground. As like
Mhm.
I was like a delivery. You know, there are a lot of air traffic controllers. Delivery, approach, control center. What else? Um, I don't know how it would be in English. Sorry. So
It's
there are a
okay.
lot of like seats in each scenes. Requires valid endorsements. So
You got to sign offs
um,
and do your agreements and codes and all that other stuff. So once you translate that into
exactly.
English, it'll be like whiskey Corbin
And
and yeah, stuff like that.
we were practicing in a Zoom class. It was so awkward. Pleasure talking to you, DG.
It's a pleasure talking to you too, rock and roller.